What is up, gang? Thank you for checking out Sledgehammer TV today. This Friday, August the 17th, House of Glory is coming back to town with High Intensity 7, and we are here to talk about it right here and right now on the newest, fastest rising podcast in all of YouTube, iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and Spotify, and the only channel on YouTube that gives House of Glory the love and respect that it deserves. It's time for the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show. Let's do it.
Sledgehammer Wrestling Show.
All right, wrestling fans, thank you so much for joining me. My name is Nick Nightmare. Along with me, as always, is the greatest tag team in House of Glory professional wrestling coverage, Thor the Sledgehammer, the official Sledgehammer of the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show, and the Wrestling God of Thunder, his tag team partner, and the world heavyweight champion of all the microphones in all the world, Mr. Blue, the Snowball. Thank you guys for checking out the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show's House of Glory special live event preview and prediction show. Everybody knows that watches this channel that has seen a House of Glory review before that I love House of Glory maybe even more than I love myself, and god damn it, that is a whole lot of love, and they deserve it, as High Intensity 7 is coming to the NYC Arena. Limited seats are still available. Get your tickets right now at HOGWrestling.net, because you are not going to miss House of Glory's biggest show of the year. They are pulling out all the stops, taking the intensity, turning that knob all the way to 11, and then ripping that sumbitch off as they put together one of the most unbelievable cards. This card is absolutely stacked. We are going to talk about the 5 matches that have been confirmed that I know about. There's always going to be some stuff that happens. You know, card is subject to change if anything does change within the next couple of days, as we have a whole week still to wait, and I cannot wait to get into the hallowed halls of the NYC Arena as New York City's premier independent wrestling promotion puts on one of the finest shows I have ever seen. Let's start talking about the action that we are going to see coming up this Friday. The first of the 5 matches has just been recently announced by Rob Black and is a very special 5-on-5 tag team attraction, as Rob Black has put Team House of Glory in the hands of Leroy Green, and Leroy Green had to go out and do some recruiting. He has taken TJ Marconi, Brian Burgundy, the larger-than-life duo, by his side, as well as the king of the House of Glory, Jungle the Lion, and a circus guy. Now, I'm sorry, circus guy. I did not catch your name in the promo. If I missed it, I apologize. I don't know too much about him. It's probably going to be his first match in House of Glory. Personally, I don't like him very much, only based off of the fact that over the last few months, you guys know I've been talking shit about getting into House of Glory. My financial situation has not allowed me to do so as of yet, but the day is coming. I am working very hard to get there. And on this journey, on my way to there, I figured let me start working on it, and I put together this whole character and this whole gimmick where I was going to be this crazy circus guy. Never mind that, never mind me, because we ain't here to talk about me. We are here to talk about this matchup right now. Let's go to the match screen. 5-on-5. Team House of Glory versus the House of Gangone. Thomas Odin, Juba, Ezekiel Lewis, the Badman Bones, and of course, you cannot forget Smiley, my absolute favorite guys in all of House of Glory. You saw me open the show in the mask. Obviously, I'm a fan of the House of Gangone. It's something that I absolutely am in firm support of, and I do not think that the team that Leroy put together is going to have what it takes to take out the vicious and vindictive House of Gangone. It's going to be a very good matchup between these 10 competitors. Like I said, I'll be interested to see what Circus Guy brings to the table. I'm just messing with you, bro. I love everybody in House of Glory. I really was working on that character, but that doesn't matter because you're in there, you're doing it right now, and I want to see you do it up big style. And I expect this to be a good match. I don't expect Leroy to come out on top. Dude, you have the whole field of House of Glory to pick. You know, when you were on Cutting Corners with JD, you dropped names like, you know, possibly Private Party, maybe a Ken Broadway, and I was automatically getting really hyped. I'm like, wow, Private Party, Ken Broadway, Leroy versus the House of Gangone, that's going to shape up to be good. But then you come at me with this team, which is just, I would say, maybe a half step behind the other team that you could have put together, and you would have had a much better shot. But the hammer's coming down on you, Mr. Leroy, because this team does not seem to me to have what it takes to take out the House of Gangone. More history being made on this night as we have the return to professional wrestling of Enzo Amore. Formerly Enzo Amore, the WWE superstar, coming back to professional wrestling and making it at House of Glory. High Intensity 7. Come down for the meet and greet before the show. Make sure you check him out. Add to your autograph collection by getting his. And come say how you doing, as the real one is coming to town to show you guys House of Glory is not soft. Let's move over to the women's division. Let's talk about this special women's tag team matchup. Let's go to the screen right now. Sonya Strong and Jessica Havoc taking on Violet and She. This is coming off the heels of last month's big event at House of Glory where Sonya Strong came out to answer Violet's open challenge for the Women's Championship that she did not earn and she does not deserve, and was subsequently beaten down by Violet and She. Sonya Strong took a tremendous beating, and that would prompt Jessica Havoc to come out and help the Queen of House of Glory on her road to the House of Glory Championship. We're going to have this pit stop of a tag team matchup. I'm absolutely excited for this matchup. I want to see Jessica Havoc in the ring with this absolute scary female She. If you thought Jessica Havoc was scary, She is just as scary, may not even a little bit scarier. Jessica Havoc's got the spikes and the punk hair and the whatever, but she's just got that silent, like, China demeanor, you know, like, sometimes the less you say, the more terrifying you are. You know what I'm saying? So I'm looking forward to this match. I'm always going with my girl, Sonya Strong, to win this match. She's got a fantastic tag team partner in Jessica Havoc. I had the pleasure of meeting Jessica Havoc at last month's event, and she is a sweetheart, and I am so glad that she came to Sonya's defense, and this is going to be a hell of a tag team matchup. You want to see some good women's division tag team matchup? Don't turn to Raw. Don't turn to SmackDown. Come down to House of Glory Friday night. They are going to light it up. Sonya and Jessica Havoc's got my bid for the win. Moving on to the next matchup. This is a very big match in House of Glory history. Last month, Sami Callihan came in and pretty much stole the Crown Jewel Championship right under the nose of everybody in House of Glory. He would go on to assault the voice of House of Glory, JD from New York, which is an absolute deplorable act, absolutely unbelievable, and what an act of disrespect. What a filthy piece of trash Sami Callihan is. And what do? What does one do when you invite someone into your home and then they come in and they have their way with your best girl and they steal all your money and they take all the attention away from you? What are you going to do then? You call in a professional. You call in the Hitman. As for the Crown Jewel Championship of House of Glory, we have Sami Callihan going one-on-one against Low Ki. We last seen Low Ki at Beware the Fury, where he was doing his best Mortal Kombat ninja style fighting against the Amazing Red, as the House of Gangone contracted him to try to take out the House of Glory champion. This time, House of Glory has contracted the Hitman to get the Crown Jewel Championship back in the hands of a true House of Glory competitor. I can't wait to see this match. Low Ki is one of my favorite, most underrated performers in all of professional wrestling. Sami Callihan, despite the fact that he's a dirty bastard, is an absolute terror in the ring. His style is smash mouth, hard fought, and he earned that championship last month, and he is going to defend it this month. I was actually kind of hoping the belt collector was going to come to TNA, was going to come to House of Glory from Impact Wrestling to do just that and reclaim the Crown Jewel Championship for House of Glory. But that is not the case, as the belt collector is coming up in our next segment, and for this matchup, I'm going with Low Ki. I can't go against the Hitman, and I have every faith in him to be able to best this badass Sami Callihan. I just want some measure of vengeance for my boy JD after what he did to him at last month's event following the championship win. Absolutely uncalled for, unnecessary. The poor guy just had a slip of a tongue, and you go and assault the man. You're lucky he didn't press charges. I'll tell you that much. I wouldn't be surprised if JD wasn't the guy to tell Red and the guys to contract the Hitman of Pro Wrestling to get a measure of vengeance and to get that belt back to House of Glory. We talked about the belt collector a second ago, and we're going to talk about him again because the Impact Wrestling heavyweight champion of the world, Austin Aries, is coming to House of Glory, and it is going to be the greatest thing you have ever seen, as the greatest man that has ever lived is going to grace the halls of House of Glory. And not only is he coming, but he is going to defend the Impact Wrestling Championship in a House of Glory ring in an open challenge. The floor is open to anybody in House of Glory to take that next step and try to best the greatest man that ever lived, Austin Aries, and get themselves 5 minutes in the spotlight as the Impact Wrestling Heavyweight Champion. Who is going to answer this? My money right now would be on Ken Broadway. I want Broadway to answer this challenge 100%. If I could say one other thing on a little bit more personal note, Austin Aries is damn lucky that I am not part of the House of Glory roster right now. Not because I'm going to wrestle him or beat him for the championship, but because I would be doing everything in my power right now to be calculating the most diabolical, foolproof plan to get Juba into that ring and get his hands on the Impact Wrestling Championship, making him one of the biggest stars in the whole entire world, which he deserves to be. And under my guidance and with my tutelage, that is the place that he will be. So Austin Aries, count yourself lucky, bro, that I am not managing the Juba, the one and only Juba, because we would be coming for you. We would be gunning for you ever since you made that announcement, and there would be no escape. End promo. So now back to the real business as Austin Aries. I can't predict this. I gave you my best guess. With Ken Broadway not being featured prominently in a match on this card that has been official anyway, I'm going to go with my money on him. Ken Broadway versus Austin Aries for the Impact Wrestling Championship will tear the building to its knees. I hope it's something that we get to see. Other than that, I would totally expect to see Gangone weasel his way into this opportunity, but he's got his hands full on this night as we are going to witness wrestling history at House of Glory again on this night. Not only will the Impact Wrestling Championship be defended, not only do we have Low Ki coming back to take the Crown Jewel Championship, we have a no ropes match between the Amazing Red and Anthony Gangone for the House of Glory Heavyweight Championship of the world. Now, House of Glory Wrestling on YouTube has put up its previous no ropes match, and it took all of my strength and all of my ability to not click play. And that is because I have never seen a no ropes match, and being that I am going to actually attend this event, and I'm going to be front row, I don't want to have my experience spoiled. I want it to be fresh, I want it to be new, so I didn't go back and watch the one that you guys previously had. I have no idea what I am about to see in this match. I'm pretty much just betting on the fact that we are going to see a fight. This is not going to be a wrestling match. We're not going to see that much with the aerials off the ropes because there's going to be no ropes. Maybe Red could jump off of the ring. Maybe he'll do some crazy shit with the posts. I don't know what I'm going to see, and I'm absolutely excited about it. I fear for the Amazing Red. Anthony Gangone has just been absolutely vicious in the last few months. He has just been the worst of himself that he could ever be. An absolute megalomaniacal maniac. And he is obsessed with the Amazing Red. He is obsessed with the House of Glory Heavyweight Championship. He wants it back. And I think on this night, it's something that is a very good possibility to see. In a straightforward wrestling match, I'm going to pick the Amazing Red every time. The experience of the veteran, I have seen him do some amazing things throughout his career. They don't call him the Amazing Red for nothing. From his days in TNA all the way to now, Ring of Honor, I have always had my eye on the Amazing Red. One of the most respected, and again, much like Low Key, underutilized people in the world of professional wrestling. A straight up match, Red's gonna win every time. But in a fight with no ropes, no rules, Anthony Gangone is a dangerous man. And the Amazing Red really needs to tread carefully, as the ropes are gonna come off and the gloves go on, metaphorically speaking, that is, and this fight is going to be a tough one to watch. I look forward to being there for every minute of it. It's going to be fantastic. I expect to see LAX in the house. LAX always coming to House of Glory making a party out of things, but I don't think they're going to be in a partying mood. After last month, when the Masons jumped them by hiding in plain sight in the middle of their Latino fan base as we all were celebrating to the music as Puerto Rican weekend was in full effect at House of Glory. And those disgusting bastards ruined everything. Attacked LAX, blindsided him. That slimy worm bastard Matthew Ryan Shapiro standing out there laughing it up. His plan came to fruition, and the Masons definitely made their presence known. I fully expect to see LAX showing up, looking for a fight, looking for some revenge on those little white bastards, and I hope that they get it. I would love to see it. There's so much more to see on this night. It's going to be a happening. You guys got to get down there. If you are in New York City, do it right now. Go to houseofglorywrestling.net. Get one of those last few seats. It may even be standing room only at this point. I'll tell you this much. I'm going to be there, as always, in my front row seat, taking in the action for all of you guys. Make sure you keep your eyes locked to this channel all week long for all of the best coverage in professional wrestling. This is the first of 3 huge preview shows we got coming at you, because we are going to attend NXT TakeOver Brooklyn the day after we are at this amazing House of Glory High Intensity 7 show. We are going to have the preview and predictions coming at you guys later on this week. Also, of course, SummerSlam preview and predictions going up right before the weekend's going to be coming at you. All these previews coming at you all week long. Make sure you guys don't miss a thing by staying in the know, by hitting that subscribe button right now during our SummerSlam Spectacular as we try to hit 1K and beyond before we hit SummerSlam Sunday. You can help us by hitting that subscribe button right now. Like this video, share this video with all of your wrestling buddies all over the wrestling world. Make sure that they know where to be for the absolute best wrestling coverage on the planet. The only place for House of Glory coverage worth a damn. The only place for your previews and predictions. The only place and the official home of the greatest unboxing show on the planet. The Subscription Box Showdown will be coming at you guys in a couple of weeks. Those boxes are in the mail, so keep your eyes open. This is the place to be during SummerSlam weekend, so help us hit our goal during SummerSlam. Thank you guys all so very, very much. Any of you guys from the House of Glory roster watching this, I look forward to seeing you guys this Friday night at the NYC Arena. Be there or be square, and if you are not there, make sure that you are here that weekend for your official review and results show as High Intensity 7 is turning the intensity up on New York City, taking the steam right out of SummerSlam and the WWE, because nobody, except maybe NXT, does it like House of Glory. My name is Nick Nightmare. This is Thor the Sledgehammer, the official Sledgehammer of the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show, his tag team partner, the World Heavyweight Champion of microphones, Blue the Snowball. Thank you guys, as always, for checking out the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show's High Intensity 7 preview and prediction show. We will see you guys all week long right here on the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show. That, my friends, is going to do it. And we are out of here. And we will see you next time right here on Sledgehammer TV. House of Glory!